Almost every trade magazine these days has something about 3D printing in it. So there's at least one article in every magazine that I see about 3D printing. Whether it's realistic or not, it's there. So my name is Phil Vickery. I'm the owner of Centerline Engineered Solutions, located in Greenwood, South Carolina. And basically we're a fabrication business. We have machining, we have laser bend, welding, we have CNC machinery, we have manual machinery. So that's kind of what we do. We also do engineering, so we build and custom design equipment for our customers, industrial customers. So if a customer has a need, they have a problem, we work with them to develop a solution. The challenges that we run into from a fabrication standpoint and machinery is often a customer will come and they only need one of something. And they usually need it very quickly. And it's difficult to cost effectively make one apparatus. And that's a big challenge that we have is I have to have employees that are flexible and a lot of different trade skills in order to turn around one specific part and one specific item. And a lot of times what we'll have to do is we'll have to build fixtures and other apparatus in order to make that one part or assembly, as it may be. And that's some of the big challenges that we face is going from this individual part to this individual part. And the challenges with the workforce, it's always challenging to find and keep qualified people who know how to run manual machining equipment, CNC machining equipment. I think everyone in fabrication throughout the United States is faced with the same thing. That's also part of where the 3D printing comes in, is that with a 3D printer, it's very precise, and I can utilize some of the things that a manual machinist does with a 3D printer. And that comes in the forms of jigs and other things, so that I don't have to have a machinist work 2 hours to make something that's going to allow us to make something else. I can use a 3D printer straight off of a CAD system to make that.
Well, on this particular part here, we have the indentions, and if we had to get that die made, say out of metal or whatever, we'd have to send off, have it made. It probably costs $2,000 to $3,000. That's where I think they made this one in 5 to 6 hours, and it did exactly what we needed it for. But for specialty dies, this works out real good, and we could use it over and over. And if it does wear out or damaged or whatever, we can make another one and be back up 5 to 6 hours. But if I mess up a die that we send off to have made out of metal, it could be another $2,000 or $3,000. So it saves a lot of money, time, and we're able to design specialty type dies for special parts. On this particular job, it just speeds it up. I mean, because you can spend a lot of time on specialty parts trying to get things to work. And by them being able to do it in the front office, if let's just say I ordered a die and it wasn't right, what are we going to do? We got to send it back. But as far as here, the little problems that we have had, we've been able to correct it. So it just works out good.
So I wanted to kind of get on the path now, and looking as I started the investigation and evaluation, I saw that a lot of the printers, especially the Mark IV's product, the parts were very strong and much stronger and much more durable than what I expected. So that kind of led me down to the path of there's probably some applications now where customers have always used this part out of metal because that's the only option that they have. Yeah. So before the Mark IV's, we basically had no offering around 3D printing. All of our fixtures we made ourselves. So instead of one of my machinists working on a production part or making a part for customers, a lot of times they were investing an hour to 2 hours to make a fixture so they could make a part. The other aspect, my customers are industrial customers, and getting them to open their eyes to 3D printing, that's also been a big opportunity for me and what I've been spending time doing. And I look at it from my business standpoint is, I could have bought a top of the line, 5-axis piece of equipment that anybody else around here could have bought and started to use. And it really didn't bring many more capabilities to my customer base. But 3D printing, that's something new to my customer base. That's something that they don't have and don't even really have a good concept of how they might could use it. So it enables me to open up a different line of communications and opportunities to my customers.